even after that, took the time to bet, so they must be betting it. It likely had the straight, probably the 8 or the 3 though. Or the ace. It was awesome that he called and didn't get lucky. But he or she. I think he has the 10 or the 8.
Go out for doubles?
No. He most likely had the ace with that move. 5. I've had twice and they didn't let chiefs win. I think you might have a flush. I didn't have the flush. I was tempted on raising them, but good thing I didn't because the guy with the straight would have called. They probably have a flush draw. What a better kicker. Second pair. That's well, they're lower level too, right? So they're kind of not that good. They're making me play against low level players, so they're not good. Usually, when they make that move, they have the flush draw or the ace with the better kicker. Because he was a level 5. Usually, I play against people that are like 10 or above. 10's veteran, like 1 above professional. I see this guy pretty weak. He got lucky. When he called there, he only had 6 outs in deck to improve his hand out of 47 cards. So if I would have had a pair, there would have been 41 cards would have helped me, and only 6 would have helped him. So he's kind of a weak player, unless you know his bluffing. But I haven't exhibited that characteristic. But he made a bluff with Ace King, so he's kind of a weak player. Let's hope we need that. The best thing about poker is that when they think they're trapping you, you trap them. This person's been pretty quiet. They almost always hit the flush draw when I make that move on the flop. That's how I know it's rigged. That's why I play for play money. Also, hoping a better card to improve the game. I should win it. You could have been sneaking at the 5, but I was pretty confident that time. I was going to jam, but I was a little conservative because the thing about poker is once you get greedy, they usually get kicked in the teeth. That was a brutal river. Hoping for a bad call. I think I got it. I think he has like King Jack or something stupid like that. 8-9 suited. That's twice this guy got lucky against me. And twice. He must be a whale. Fish. They're a fish. They need to get the fucking dog shit hand. It's the dog shit hand for them. 8-9 suited. Going in with a flush draw. So I got unlucky 3 times. Got unlucky 3 times. They well, there's the chop pot where I got unlucky against this player. And I got unlucky against this player twice. Whereas I had 3 times. Say it's a joke. That's why I changed my name to You Let Cheats Win. then Clumsy's gonna get the flush again. The flush again, then fucking lose it. The guy's a cheat for sure, guaranteed. There's his home account, there's the private account that he uses, so they're all gonna be tracked. For embezzling. RICO laws, motherfuckers. Fucking would have cheated 3 times if he had cheated. The odds of hitting a flush are really low. He had a 1 in 5 chance of hitting a flush. So for him to hit 2 flushes, even fucking harder. You can play, like I've played like 1,000 hands without hitting a flush. Fucking cheats. Watch, I'm gonna miss this flush. I'm gonna miss the flush because you should miss a flush 4 times out of 5. Oh, nice bet. Nice bet. So I missed the flush, so this guy almost, he has the ace or the straight. Guaranteed. So I'm gonna fold. Sometimes they have a weak king or 2 pairs. He has the straight, I think, with the ace. 2 pairs. You can tell when somebody's strong if when all of a sudden they start showing aggression, and or you can tell when they're drawn, like if they have a flush draw, if they bet on the flop, and then they don't bet on the turn because the third card doesn't come to make a potential flush or straight, then you know that they have a drawn hand most of the time. So if they're showing aggression and they stop showing aggression, that's a sign that they have a draw in hand. But if they show complete aggression like that guy did, then good chance he has a strong hand. Like there could have been I forget if it was like flush straight or well the ace, well the straight or the 2 pairs with the ace. Guess I need to get lucky here. The 3 colors. It's promising, but it all depends if they bet. If they bet, I lose. I might win. I think this guy has wishful thinking. I think I should be able to get them both to fold here. See, he had a good hand, but he had no outs. He made a good fold because there was only king queen, but I guess he had 10 outs. Technically, he had 10 outs, so he had a 25% chance of hitting it because he had the 4 jacks for the straight, but he had the 3 kings and the 3 queens. So that was a good fold. It was wrong short term, but that was the right play long term too. You want to consistently make the bad move. Yeah, that's crazy. That's 5 times I got unlucky. I haven't got lucky once. I got lucky 5 times. So this is proof that it's rigged. I have 159 videos that proves that my poker experience is rigged because I always get unlucky when I outplay them. That's why I'm not a millionaire in poker. So he probably has the jack here. Well, he could have the 2. because he didn't stop the aggression. So he probably has a gas, I think. So I'm kind of hoping one of these players will get busted right now. This person's playing pretty square. And then they're betting when they hit, and they don't check when they miss. He should raise here. He makes a good play if he raises here. He's so short stack, so you always want to put pressure on the short stack. See, I think this time he doesn't have it. It's not called, so he probably has this hand. No, he didn't. I don't know, but 6 times I got unlucky. 6 times I got unlucky so far. Let's see if I can make it an even 10 times I get unlucky. I don't want it to happen, but it's likely it happens. Because people rally behind organized crime like the mafia, they take secret tax. So here's all the RICO crimes that they do. Here's the evidence, we got them all. RICO's like racketeering. It's organized crime. I'm just gonna check it down because he probably has the ace or the trap in here, so I'm gonna check it down. You know, there's that old adage, better safe than sorry, right? So usually if you try to get greedy in poker, you get punched in the mouth. So you're better off checking it down if you're not sure. I mean, like there's a potential flush. The ace that he could have had to trap. They came from behind 6 times, and I came from behind 1 so far, so I'm at a -5. If he was cheating, that was pretty weak. Wanted to show the bluff. I thought it was ahead. He was getting aggressive there, so I wanted to keep him honest. They're getting afraid to play with me. They're trying to get lucky. Well, it's pretty even. I think I win this guy. I think I beat this player all the time. The only move they have is to go all the way off. It's called a Hail Mary. Oh, man. Usually get a weak call with me, but that would be with the queen here, so. I think he has a king. Last time he had the king when I did this. So. Where's the 5? So they got lucky 7 times to my 1. If it goes all in, I pretty much have to call. See if I can put somebody on a hand here. It's been a while. This guy could have the king of the flush draw. It's tricky in that situation because he indicated that he did have something because he did bet so little that usually in that scenario I raise him to fish out a big hand if there's a big hand or I get the fold. But all you could do is watch them, and then if this was a big tournament like with 1,000 players, all you could do is try to pick up their tendencies, and then punish them for it with like they're really aggressive, which is good. They have lots of chips, right? So they tend to be more aggressive to play their strong hands well. Because the reason why you play your strong hands well is like hard is like aggressively is. You want to fish out bigger hands. Like ace 10 is a decent hand. It's decent enough. But you want to fish out hands. Like so I'm not calling like queen 9 or something like that. You want to make it so those weak hands don't outdraw you. Basically. Oh, she got lucky. The strange thing is normally when people are defeated, the system usually moves them from the table, but they're both sitting here. That's strange. It's a different pattern. So these players are still watching the game. That's why I'm good at poker. I recognize patterns, right? So behaviors and then consistencies, right? Like how people play top pair, second pair, flush draws, straight draws. Because really that's all you want to know. Learn. If you want to learn about people is how they play top pair, second pair, flush draws. Okay, this guy has been betting this guy's been playing pretty legitimate right now. So he's always had a pair. He's always shown at least a pair. Most likely has the 8, but he could have the 10. Most players I would have folded there. I mean, would have jammed, but he's been playing pretty legitimate. So I'm gonna put pressure on. I think I'm my favorite. Should be the favorite. He has 3 threes to make his hand. There's the 3. So would have been getting unlucky 8 times, but still getting unlucky 7, and I got lucky once so far. That's why I changed my name on this site to the You Like Cheats thing, because all you do is get unlucky. If not, it'd be mythical by now. That's level 16. The highest level. The highest I've been was All-Star. This is scary. They most likely have the 8th. have the ace, but I got a call. I got a full house, but they got the ace almost guaranteed. If it was real money, I would have folded there because it was guaranteed that they had the ace. It was guaranteed. Because if they had the flush draw, they would have checked or bet. Most of the time they check or bet very little. But they go in with the 4 or the ace. Normally I fold there because the best case scenario is a chop pot with the 4 for the smaller full house. But they were likely have had the bigger full house. But I just wanted to call so I could put them on hand because it's play money, right? So that's how you get better at poker is with play money. You make the calls even though you're going to lose. You sharpen your pencil, so to speak, to put them on hands. Because if they don't call, then or if you don't call, then you don't get to see what they have, right? So you have to. So she shows her face, like that's her real face, right? Like from her Facebook profile. So if I see her again, I'm gonna know how she plays. Like I peek behind the curtains a little bit by making that call, right? So I do the same thing with like just say I was sitting down with some famous players, and sometimes I would make a call and lose, knowing that I'm gonna lose, just to reveal information about that player and hopefully punish them every other time in the future because of it. Especially in a tournament, right? Like where you can make where you can lose some chips, and especially at the beginning of a tournament, like I might make a weak call, like just to like say like somebody like Daniel Negreanu or Phil Ivey or Phil Homey, somebody like that. I'd make the call just to see what they have, so I could use it against them in the future. So I might climb back into this. Now I have a chance of winning because she's been playing pretty tight. I'm gonna jam. Well, you get lucky. 10, 7. At the 6, they could hit. So I got unlucky 8 times, and I only got lucky once so far. It's like the people cheat to beat me, and it's like they get a score on 100-foot net, and my net's like 4 inches, and they feel like they're men. Can imagine. I should win this though. So I still have a chance. If the blinds don't go up, if the blinds go up, then I'm crippled. The blinds just went up shitty. So I have to win this hand. I have to win this hand. That should be the favorite though. The favorite. Oh, and I won. I won as the favorite. I forget, it was 8 times I've lost as the favorite. And only won once as the underdog. That's why poker is not legalized on the stage, because they know that they watch me play, because unfortunately there's a budget to protect me throughout the world, so they watch people cheat me. So that's why they know that the politicians know that poker is illegitimate, so they don't legalize it as a result. So they cost American poker players money because it'd be legalized in the States. It shows that it's a losing game because look at it, I was the favorite 8 times and I lost 8 times, and I only came from behind once. This session, like, it's pathetic. But it looks like I should finish in the money here. Oh, they made a nice play, so I'm gonna fold because this guy's all in. So this is how you make money: is now this guy's forced to play, and he's in with a weak situation. Even though I had the best hand, oh, he's gonna get lucky. Well, I would have lost anyways. But I was hoping he would have got knocked out there. There's that expression, it's not who you know, it's who you blow, right? Yeah, the 8, nice hand. I didn't think you had the 8. That's unfortunate. It's looking like a pretty safe flop. Like any other website, like that would have been a safe flop to jam on. But this site, the blinds go up so fast that you have to play desperate. Faster than normal. Like every tournament, people have to play desperate. Like big tournaments, like if there's 1,000 players, the only person that never has to play desperate is almost never is the person that wins the tournament. But every other tournament, every other player has to come from behind at some point, and because that's the whole trick. They won 3 tournaments with over 1,000 opponents, and basically, well, one tournament when I came first out of 1467 for a real money tournament, it was $1 buy-in, and there's about, I forget if there's 140 players left, or they're saying 41 players left. There's 41 players left, and the guy didn't go for the juggler. He could have went for the finishing move and knocked me out of the tournament, but shit. They could have the flush here, but with a straight, so I'm going to fold. Because I only have top pair. I think it's the flush. Get the flush. But that was the perfect card, because he could have the flush, the straight, top pair. But, so anyways, there's 40 players left, and he could have went for the finishing move, but he didn't get greedy, and so I survived that hand, and then I ended up going on to win the tournament because I survived that hand. It was awesome. But I got lucky, basically. That's how it goes. Is pretty much every tournament you play, like you have to avoid that knockout blow. You might get knocked down, but you got to climb back up, basically. Last year I came first at a 12.52 in that play money tournament, and I came the first at a 12.52 in a play money tournament, and it was pretty good. I was filming it, and the last hand, well, the third place guy, I thought he kind of threw in the towel. I'm pretty sure it was that tournament, but I thought he kind of just gave up. He was like, well, I'm in the money or whatever, right? And just kind of gave up, because it was a play money tournament, right? So they don't always try the hardest. I think I've done it too, where I might just be in the money, and then I'll just go all in and not care about the tournament anymore because it's play money. But so it's like I thought he gave up, but he might not if he did make a move, but it just seemed like a weak move compared to their typical play. So I thought they gave up. But then the last hand, I basically did poker brain surgery on the guy. Like, but oh, this sucks. Well, it's unlikely he had to get a second flush, but he could have. So I'm gonna jam. This thing about online, he doesn't have the flush guaranteed. He has the king. It's guaranteed he didn't have the flush. Just how long he took. He hesitated. The flush was not fold. So it was guaranteed that he had the king at that point. But so anyways, did poker brain surgery. Like, I'm only able to put people on these cards because I played probably like 5 million hands almost. Poker, right? Some really experienced, and I think I played something like 870,000 real money hands, and then probably over 3 million at least play money hands. And I put on $20 on Poker Stars and played till I went broke, basically, because it was only $20. So sometimes I would try to pass it. I made like $500. So I turned $20 into like 500 in like a couple days, and then they had I play on a cell phone, right? So they always wanted me to. I'd always forget this, but they would want me to take a screenshot of your email address from the app, like your bank's app, basically. And you couldn't do it from, like, I deal with a bank that they should have known you can't do it from the bank app. You can't do it from the cell phone. Like, you would have to go to get another device or whatever to do this, right? So they make it impossible for you to cash out, basically, because they know you can't do it. So then once you cash out, every single time I went to cash out on PokerStars, I would almost immediately lose all my money. As soon as I click cash out, if I didn't click cash out, I keep climbing. As soon as I clicked cash out, it was like I'd go through an incredible, terrible, unlucky streak because they rig it. So they do that with everybody. It's pathetic. Pathetic. But they know, like, I deal with the Royal Bank of Canada, so they know that you can't. I can't even, like, the phone I have right now, I can't even install the Royal Bank of Canada app. But if I could, I'd show you, like, you can't take the screenshot of your email address and all the information you want me to do. And they did that intentionally. It's like, you let me e-transfer money to put it on instantly. Fucking e-transfer me my money back, assholes. If you're not trying to rip me off. If you're legit on the website, you would fucking give people money when they ask you for it. Right, so they're not a legitimate website because, like just in this video where it says you could show 1 or 2 cards, I prove online where I try to show just 1 card. Well, first I had proof. I had to wait till somebody showed 1 card, one of my opponents. So as soon as they showed one of their cards, then I showed, because I knew for like weeks or months that every time I would go to show 1 card, they would always reveal 2 cards, right? So they would rip me off this way. They'd reveal information to my opponents that I didn't plan on revealing, right? Because if I show 1 card, I'm always, most of the time I'm being elusive, right? Because poker is being elusive, like 20G, it was the best. No, they're not letting. I just wash my hands so they don't let me click on. I'm gonna press it like 65 times. Fucking losers. Well, Phil Hawkins probably doesn't like this story, but he pays attention to me too. He's a weak player. He's a very weak player. They call him Poker Brat because he's a weak player. He's very weak. I destroy him. I play him for $1 million. If they could look at my brain and show that I wasn't cheating, and they could look at his brain and show that he wasn't cheating, I'd play him for like $100 trillion. That's fucking 4 to 7. I'd destroy him. I'd fucking tear him a new asshole. I'd tear him a fucking new asshole because he's a weak player. He sits like way too much. Like you see him on TV, he's like, he complains, he's like, oh, I've sat it like 16 times, like 19 times. A player like that, all you have to do as soon as they're in the pot, you just fucking fold. And then take their money every other time. He's a fucking weak player. Daniel McDonald is probably the hardest player. Fuck, he hit the flush. Damn. So that's 9 times I was ahead and I got unlucky. 9 times and I only got lucky once. Fuck. But Daniel Negreanu is probably like the hardest player because that I've secretly played against. Like that secretly played against me that I know of because he's hard to bluff. But he's a calling station because of it. Like meaning you can't bluff him out of a pot, but you're always going to get paid off with him because he's hard to bluff. He doesn't want it. He wants to be known as somebody that you can't bluff, right? So that those people, you just punish them when you have a hand and you kind of let them indicate that you're a bluffer to them. So they make these calls and then you just fucking punish them when you have hands and they always call, like the calling station. So Daniel Negreanu is a calling station, but he is hard because he's hard to bluff, right? Because he'll fucking call anything, right? Makes retarded calls. I don't know, like how he must have like lots of endorsements because I don't know how he makes money in poker with some of the calls that some of these people make that I've seen online. like when he's like on TV, like not even based off, like, cause I don't know when I've ever played against him secretly, but I know I play against all these guys secretly, the professionals, because they told me, because computer says to tell people also. So they told me that I'm the best poker player ever, and so in a way, I kind of agree with it, because like I put people on hands all the time, right? And I put a guy on a straight flush, and the odds were there was a 4 of a kind, there was 3 full houses, there was a 3 of a kind, and 3 2 pairs. So the odds were 130.39. So and like look at this hand, like this session, right? I've got ripped off 9 times, and I only got lucky once. Right, so this is the story of my life. They ripped me off over 440,000 times. As when I'm an 86% favorite, I've been ripped off 10,000 times with real money. Let's see what this guy has. So it's unlikely he hit, so I'm just gonna see. He's gonna bet though. So he probably has a pocket pair or ace king. I don't have, if I would hit the pot, I would jam, but I think it's a pocket pair. Man, I'm getting nothing. It's alright, the blinds are low, so I can win this turn. I just can't call them. But anyways, people that call all the time, that call on stations that are hard to bluff, like, are easy to play with, like they're frustrating because they, at first I'd try to bluff somebody, and if they caught me, I would not bluff them anymore. But then now I'm like, okay, well maybe they got lucky. So then I always challenge them again. So I wait for an opportunity. Like this guy's, the highest card I've had is like fucking 8. It's frustrating. But I'm even more determined to win now. Because he's going to raise 1K here, like his pattern. So I had to call and get lucky, and I didn't get lucky, so I have to, well, he doesn't have anything, I'm jamming. He's guaranteed misses flop. Oh, he hit the 4. Fuck yous. He hit the 4. Oh, I got lucky. So I came from behind twice, and they came from behind 9 times. So it was obvious that he had a shitty hand. That's why I had to call him finally, because if not, you can't get pushed around, right? He's gonna bet. Oh, he didn't bet. So that's a scenario where I showed 1 card, but on PokerStars, so like my opponent showed 1 card without showing 2, and then when an opportunity happened where I had a winning hand or something, and I tried to show him 1 card, and it ended up showing both my cards. So I filmed myself like with a screen recorder, so I have evidence of this. And in Ontario, I have 2 years to sue for civil, like 2 years. So I have about another year to be able to sue PokerStars for this. I got lots of lawsuits. I got to sue the Canadian government. I got to sue my landlord. I got to sue the hospital that I'm at right now. Twice, for 2 different ways. Like what they secretly do to me, and Canada has a profiling system. That's how come they rig it so people could get lucky 9 times compared to 2 times. They have a secret profiling system, so they register me in the system to rip me off, and I'm a true king, so they try to hide that fact from the world. But then I prove how it shows, like, because right here at the top where it says LTE, that's my internet connectivity. So that proof where it shows that I'm online, but they won't let me upload to the internet. So I take screenshots. So I have proof of my battery being depleted faster than me being able to upload in 2025. Twice. I have 2 videos. Well, 3 videos. So that's criminal harassment. And so I get a charge certain individuals with that, but then sue the hospital because I'm using my data. It's not like I'm using their Wi-Fi, right? And it's it's in certain rooms, and other people, like I'll be in a room where 6 other people are using the internet, so it's not just it's complete like terrorizing, tormenting just me, because in one video it's like, yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 people are using the internet in this room, and I walked over 20 feet and now I can't use the internet. Like, cell phone towers don't move. Right? Cell phone towers don't get grow feet and walk. I told you I'm gonna beat this guy. They're a pretty weak player. I'm gonna provoke them here. He's gonna jam. I'm gonna beat them. That's the goal. He's raising. He raised, so I'm gonna jam on him. Oh yeah, the ace. Nice hand. Nice hand. Oh, that's good. He had the ace. A weak ace, but at least he had an ace. That was pretty weak. Every time I jam with the king, they had the weak ace. I said that yesterday, but if I would have uploaded the video, I would have had proof. But every fucking time. So far I came back twice to their 9 times. And it'd be one thing, like, if this was occasionally, because, like, with probability it could happen occasionally, but this happens every fucking time. Like, I posted probably 170 poker videos, and every single one of my videos you see the same tendency, where I put my money with the best hand usually, and I get punished by luck just because I'm too skillful. And the whole point of poker is to figure out the cards that your opponents have, not to see their cards. You're weak. You're a weak player if you... And it's play money, right? Like, they do embezzle money through this, and they gamble on it, right? But it's play money. But, like, why would you pretend that you could beat the best? Like, if I am the best player ever, why would you pretend that you could beat me and cheat? It'd be one thing if you beat me with skill, then wow, you beat me, congratulations. But if you make it so, like, the net, I have to defend a net that's like 1,000 feet wide and 100 feet high, but your net is like 1 inch by 1 inch, right? How manly is that, coward? I couldn't imagine like thinking that you're a good player like by cheating. It's kind of like, I don't know how they look themselves in the mirror and feel like a man if they have testicles. Like the Phil Ivies, the Daniel McCroneys, the Phil Helmuths, the Eric Seidels, David Holtzes. I don't know how they feel like men. I want to play all these guys for like $1 million. Heads up for the best of 7. Like people verifying that nobody's cheating, like looking at my brain waves, seeing what I'm thinking, and then seeing what they're thinking, and I destroy them. Because secretly I play against all the best players, and I win all the time, right? Unless I get unlucky. So I'm really confident that I win. So let's see. It's unlikely. Well, see in this scenario, they could have the king, right? But there's only 2 kings left in the deck, so it's unlikely that they have one. So I'm gonna jam. They likely have the 4 if they do call, but so I should be a favorite. So he has 3 aces in the deck to make his hand. That's a terrible call that they made. Oh, and they're a 10. They're 10, so they're supposed to be a veteran player. So that's I gotta show the dog shit sign, because that was terrible. had the 4, he would have had 6 outs. He would have had the 3. He would have the 3 sevens and the 3 aces. 6 outs out of 47 cards. So his odds were six times 8 is 48. So his odds were 1 in 8. So I should win 7 times out of 8, and he should win 1 time out of 8 mathematically. So that's a dog shit play. You never become a professional player without cheating, making plays like that, unless he thought it was bluffing. Right? But if he could, that's a poor short-term decision because he was wrong. But it's one thing to make those decisions. If you make that decision short-term, I could say decision. Oh, they're hacking me to say. I can't even say decisions. Well, it's one thing to make choices like that. They're trying to get me to help fucking people with click language learn how to speak with decisions. So I could say at that time. But it's one thing if you make that choice over the short term. But if you make that consistently over time, you're going to be a losing player, guaranteed. That guy bet I was going to jam, but that means go all in. I was going to go all in, but I think the guy that bet wins it. Oh, no, he didn't. He got a chat with the full house. That was nice. And he's a level 2 player. That's why you can never underestimate your opponent, right? Because he could be level 2 and he just didn't have enough hands to get experience. But this guy's so good. He's dying. So I got unlucky 10 times, and I got lucky twice. Or I got unlucky 10 times, and I got lucky twice, pardon me. So when I had ace queen versus ace 9, he had exactly 3 9s in his deck to out of 52 cards. Well, 50 cards. Because he's aware of 2 cards. There's 52 cards in the deck, so he's aware of 2 cards. And then, another time he got lucky. 11 times versus 2. So I guess I'll play one more tournament. But, so he was seeing 2 cards. And so there's 50 cards that he wasn't aware of. So 47 of them would have helped me have the winning hand. And only 3 would have made him have the winning hand without any straights or flush draws. And there weren't any because it was pre-flop. So there's his odds were 3 divided by 40, divided by 50. So 3 times, so what's that? 3 times 12 is 36. So 3 times, his odds were 1 in 16, almost 1 in 17 that he was going to win. And he beat me. Pre-flop, right? Because there was no flush draws or straight draws. Wow, that was atrocious. Atrocious means brutal. Fucking brutal. So I'm gonna make my pass right here. And he calls. Reach out the drag. But I was in the money, so I wanted to. I didn't want to, but I didn't mind if I lost because I wanted to try to get the spot. So I forget it. Like I'm so blown away. So I think it was that time I didn't come from I wasn't ahead, but I forget if they, because I'm shocked. Like fucking, I think they came from behind 11 times. This is my 2. This is the best hand to have what I have right here. Let's hope he was listening to me. But that's the best. That was if they would have had a flush. That's called a backdoor flush. That's the best flush to make. It's usually you get paid off when you have the backdoor flush because it's hard to see coming. Right when there's two cards on the flop, then in the third card, then it's easier to put somebody on a flush. But when they have the second card comes on the turn, and then that third card comes on the river, that's called the backdoor flush, and that's the hardest flush to put somebody on. I don't usually get burnt by that one because I'm suspicious of every hand. But I usually, if they have a pocket pair and they have a set, that's one hand that I do consistently use that hand. Like, I don't usually lose lots because I'm so aggressive that usually I set the tone with how much I lose in a hand. Usually people let me kind of dictate the pace. That's why I win so much, because they let me play my game and instead of trying to get me to play their game. Because I learned that a long time ago about poker. So let's see what kind of bullshit they have here. Like 0 for, like 12 for, they're going to have something atrocious. So yeah, it looks like I'm not going to win. So let's see what kind of winner hands. King Deuce and fucking 10. Came from behind fucking 12 times versus my 2. This is why I know I got ripped off over 400%. This is proof in this video. Like 10 times. Every one time I get lucky, and they get lucky 6 times. And the funny thing is the Canadian, well, the governments throughout the world, they spent trillions of dollars to develop artificial intelligence to like outwit my strategy, and I've only made $8,000 playing poker. Right, so $8,000, like $1 trillion, like it's like, well, if you a trillion is $1 million. Like you made $1 million 1 million times. So $8,000. Let's see what that would be. So 1 trillion. That's like a million. So that'd be every. Oh, it's kind of hard to say. So let's see if that'd be 1/12. 1/12 of a billion. That's 1/12 of a billion. Shit, I can't do the quick math. But 1/12 of a billion is. So anyways, it's almost like every $1 billion you spend. So that'd be 8 trillion. So 8 trillion. So 1/8. So 1/8. So that's 25. So that's 12.5%. So one. So that means every billion, like every $1 trillion they spend, every $1 trillion, it would be equivalent to what would that be? 12% of 8. So 1, basically. So shit, I can't. They're hacking my brain to think. I'll not be able to think this because I could do the math. Get the best in the world on math. I'm the best in the world in the math game. I want math blasters, but so with them hacking me, I'm gonna try to fucking. It's like me with a bunch of retarded people. I'm trying to think for them that can't communicate English, so I'm gonna try to do the math for them. So 1 million divided by 8,000. So that would be, well, 10,000 would be 1, and then there would be 2,000. There would be a 2. So 10,000, so 2,000, and then 20,000 would be 6. So 1, 2, 5 would be that. Well, 4. So no, that's 5. Yeah, that's would be half 5. So that's right about the 12.5%. But so let's see what that would be. How many zeros would that be now? It's like somebody's putting the brakes on my brain. It's fantastic because that's how retarded these people are. But so it's like 12.5% of so 12. So that's, how many zeros would that be? So there's 12 zeros in a trillion. So 10,000. So this should be 10,000. There's -4. So there's 8 zeros. So then that would be 1.25 billion every. So how do I want to phrase this? Well, I guess that's what it would be, 125 billion. It'd be 125 billion. That should be super easy. 125 billion. So every dollar, every $1,000, like when they spent $1 trillion, every $1,000 I've made, they've spent $125 billion. I'll do the math after this to show you that I'm right, but that's how retarded these people are. They think that's the best way to win money. Is they get the best bang on their investment is spend $125 billion per 1,000 that I make. And that's nice hand. I wasn't even paying attention because I was doing math, but I just want to show you that it's right here. So this is based on 1 trillion, but they've spent like 50 trillion. Right, so that's would be divided by 50 now. So let's see what that is. Well, times 50. So that'd be 125 billion times 50. So that's 10 per billion. And then 10 times that, that's well, that'd be, well, so I'll do first, I'll show you here with the calculator. So 1 trillion divided by 8,000. 1 trillion, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, divided by 8,000 is, oh, okay, it's 125 million that it would cost. So then, times 50. So there we go. So every dollar I made, they've spent $6.25 billion per dollar. That's how they get the bang on the buck. So let's see what that ratio is. Well, I guess it'd be, I'm going to find the decimal place. So let's see, divided by 1. Well, that's should be the same thing. But, because everything divided by 1 is 1. And, it should be more atrocious than this. Why am I doing it like that? So let's see what it would be. So that's, once again, it's 50 trillion divided by 8,000. So every dollar I made, it cost them $6.25 billion per dollar. So yeah, I guess that's all it would be. There's no way to, can't make that any lower than that. But that's the fraction. And so that's how the government likes to spend money. It's all the world governments. That's how much they spend to stop this guy right here. And I'll just show you right here. You know why they do that? Because look at it right there, and right there, and right there. So my wrinkles are rejuvenating, so I'm getting pimples, and because I'm biologically marked. I'll show you. I complain that my hands are a different color than my forearms. Look what they're doing now. So right now they didn't really do, but actually you can still kind of see it. My fingers are slightly red, like more red than this part, like where the opposite of my palm. I don't know what's called, the top part of my hand. Most of that being said, so this is a life hack. I put it on another site. But if you want to see how disgusting your breath is or not, you lick the back of your palm and then smell. And then if it smells bad, brush your teeth. And my grandfather, his name's Arnie, he basically said, brush your tongue when you brush your teeth, you don't just brush your teeth, you brush your tongue, because then you'll brush away your bad breath, basically. But so you lick the back of your hand, and then reveal your stink. So if you have a stinky breath. So once again, so I got some pimples that nobody has. So I'm just going to show you here. This is some of the royals that I'm related to. These are some of the women in my family that are. So here's the proof that I have. Here's me trying to upload, and it's showing that I have internet connection a whole bunch of time. And so not only did I lose the internet connection. So here we go. Here's this is Princess Helena. As you can see, when you look at her and then look at me, she looks like a female version of me, right? And she was Queen Victoria's one of her daughters. But I'll just show you here. So also this is Helena, but I'll show you. Where is it? Here's another one. Right, that looks identical to me. And but my family went to this wedding right here. This was Princess Louise, and what was her name? Her husband's name is John Campbell. So on the back of John Campbell, on the back of the invitation, it said Colin Campbell. So when I looked up Colin Campbell, showed me this guy. He was a field marshal, and he looks like me, my dad, and my mother's brother, and his birthday's the same as mine. Because if you look, I look like Rasputin. You know, I look like a lot of royals. So I'm related to. There was three Queen Victoria had. There was three kings in Europe. Well, I'll just show you the three kings. Well, there was one king, one emperor, one czar. So let's see if it comes out with that. So one king, one czar. So König is king in German. One king, one emperor, czar, queen. The Kaiser, the Tsar, and the King. Cousins at war in World War II, so I'll just show you here. But I'm related to all three of these men, and I look like all three of them in different pictures. I look like all three of them, and I'm related to all three of them. I probably have the most relations to, well, the British King, like King George the Fifth and Sixth, and Kaiser. Kaiser, I'll just show you some pictures of Kaiser and his dad, because well, like this looks like me. This is Tsar Nicholas. He looks like me, and this is Alexander the Third. He looks like me, especially in this picture. He really looks like me. And let's see. I'm just trying to find. So these are all women that look like me and that are royals. Once again, like here, this is Edward VIII, who looks like me. He looks like my twin in some pictures. So let's see, I'm just trying to show here. This is Rasputin's daughter, who looks like me. And this is Frederick III, who looks like me as a boy. Who looks like my dad as well. There's that. These are all royals. So there's one I'm trying to find. This is our Nicholas. Well, that was Alexander III's predecessor. I forget his name. There's so many of them. So I'm just going to go to proof here. But if you could see here, like this is how my beard looked that when I went down to the hospital in May. And then if you can see here, you can see even though I had gray hair at the bottom, it was starting to come in black. That's why it's this dark. So I kept that black hair. So I'm going to see how it changes. But you can see this is me at 19. This was Alexander III, I believe. So that's how I look like almost his twin. Here's Emperor Meiji, he looks like me. And here's George the Sixth that looks like me. And here's one that really looks like me of William the Second. So I look like George the Fifth, William the Second, and Tsar Nicholas the Second. And because I look like Captain James Cook, who discovered Australia. But if you look at this, does it show it here? Oh, it doesn't. Okay, that's why I can figure it out. Because when I looked online, because my pictures right here at the bottom are marking the thing. But you can see where it says Princess Louise. Right there, it says Princess Louise. Right, and then here where it says Campbell, Mr. Campbell. Right, so this is a royal invasion. I'll just show you the proof of that. So my family, anyways, my dad had servants, his dad had servants, and his forefather had servants. August 28th, 1871, Princess Louise wedding. So my family went to this wedding, anyways. So Princess Louise, the daughter of Queen Victoria and Prince Albert, married John Campbell, Marquis of Lorne. His family was the Duke of Argyll. So John Campbell, you see how the man looks like, he looks like me from the side. And he was Canadian, and he lived in Canada at one point. And because he was born in London, it said there. But he lived in Canada at one point, I read. But he was the Duke of Argyll. And but on the back of this invitation that I had, it said Colin Campbell, and that's why there's. So the long and short of it, anyways, I had the most relations to Queen Victoria. Like when I showed you the Captain James Cook, I'm related to the man at least twice on my dad's side of the family, because my grandmother's name was Ivy Cook, and she told me as a boy that we could be related to Captain James Cook. But then when I look at the statue, I see my grandfather, her husband, in the statue, as well as like when I, especially when I was younger, like I looked identical to him. Like, wow, that looks like me with 1770 gears on here. So I'll just show you Edward VIII, who looks like my twin. And so here is Augusta Victoria when she was a child, and here's my daughter. So you can see how they look identical. And I had the claim to the throne because if you look here, you can see these muscles and there's indentations in the back. This is generation 1 biology. And here's my biology, which is generation 2. So it shows that I have evolved human biology. And here's a picture of, it looks like my dad, but this is Frederick III. But when he was a boy, he looked like me. This is Edward VIII that looks identical to me. And Marcus Aurelius, who looks like me, and that's the claim to all thrones, Marcus Aurelius. Because here's my DNA map. Like it covers the entire world. So I have Asian, African, Asian, South American, North American, Oceanic, and European, and Middle Eastern DNA. And here's the kings, czars, and emperors, telomeres, and sultans, and emirs. And I'd have the highest concentration on the planet. And here's Ludwig of Bavaria. Like, so this looks like my maternal, like my mom's brother and my mom's sister and their husband and wife. So I'm double related to all these people. So I have the most relations. So me now, I'm gonna be able to sue the Canadian government because they're trying to hide who I am. They have a censorship bill based on me. All you have to do is go to Google and type in "mantastic," because there's fantastic. Then Christian Ergarnemeyer, myself, is Mantastic. My son, I call him Mantastic Jr. And my daughter, Glamourite, because there's Aphrodite, but she's Glamourite. And so anyways, like if you go to Mantastic, Mantastic, and watch that video, it just shows how talented I am. The government suppresses how talented I am to keep me poor, to defend me from having. There's 43 monarchies on the planet that I'd be king of, emperor of, because that's the highest position. So I'd be emperor of all these positions. Like my mom looks like the Japanese emperor's mom, and she was born October 20th, 1934. I was born October 20th, 1977. I was born on my father's birthday, October 20th. because people are born on October 20th because, I forgot to check that out. Famous people, because probably before, the Gregorian calendar is the calendar that we use now, but it accounts for leap year. So because really it takes 365.25 days for the Earth to go around the sun. So for the longest time with the Julian calendar, people didn't know this, but with the Gregorian calendar, people know this, so they counted for leap year. So Jesus technically wasn't born on December 25th. Jesus technically was born on October 20th. That's why they made me born on my dad's birthday, who was born on my parents' anniversary. And that's why the Japanese empress was born on October 20th, because that's the true date that Jesus would have been born. If you were to account for leap year over the past 2,000 years, subtract it from December 25th, it would turn out that his birthday would be October 20th. So anyways, Colin Campbell, the field marshal, he was the most powerful guy in the British Army at the time. He was born on October 20th and died on August 14th. My first cousin was born on August 14th, and I was born on October 20th, and my mom died on August 13th. So I have double relations to that man, and double relations to Captain James Cook, who had kids with Charlotte and Mecklenburg Strelitz. And I'm pretty sure that Lorne, the guy here, the Marquis of Lorne, I'll show you here. I'm pretty sure that he had kids with Helena. And I'll just show you the screenshot here. I'm pretty sure she had, this woman here, had kids with this guy here, the Marquis of Lorne. Because if you look at him, he looks like me, and Helena looks like me. So he, instead of having kids with his sister, because I think she was barren or something like that. And, but anyways, she didn't officially have kids. But if you look, that looks identical to me. That looks identical to me, just in female form. Especially this picture. I'll show you a picture when I was younger, because I'm 47 now, right? So I don't look quite like how I did. I'll just show you here. That picture right there looks a lot like me. Or this picture right here, you can see the resemblance. This was 6-7 years ago when I was 40. But this is proof that I have evolved human biology. You can see right here, there's no white scar. And this was at 4/19, May 27, 2025. You can see right there. And you can see how it makes it 2 and a 5, because it's the year 2025. So this is the same day. And you can see now I have a white scar at the bottom of the 2. And it's the 2025, and this is May 27th at 10 p.m. later on that day. So my scar changed. And it's kind of hard to see now, but right here, when I angle it up, you can see that I have a scar on my cheek there. But I didn't used to have to angle up my face to see the scar. Normally I could see the scar as clear as a bell, because I picked a pimple at 45 years old, and they gave me a scar as a result. Right, so again, all those perpetrators, I want that scar to disappear, because you can see it right there when I angle my face up like that. But I didn't have to angle my face. I just always seen the scar. But I could see it from back, like this far away. I could see it on anyways, so I'm pretty sure that John Campbell had a kid with Helena, who was Queen Elizabeth's or Queen Victoria's daughter. And so I'm related to Augustus Victoria. My parents look like her husband and her son, right? I look like her son and her husband, and I'll show you what she looked like if I were to meet this woman. This looks like one of my grandmothers, so it wouldn't be my grandmother. But if I were to meet this woman, I would fall in love with her. Look how beautiful she was. This was Augustus Victoria. She was absolutely gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. I would hit on her in a heartbeat, live vicariously as Frederick the Third for a couple hours, give her the time of her life. I wrote so many songs. It'd be, I want to be the legend between your thighs, so when I'm away you can't sleep. And as I proclaim to be, she'd be clutching the sheets as the eyes roll back in her eyes, as she enjoyed her time. That's why men of my breed, my ancestry, we used to charm the panties off queens and princesses.